Worried about the housing market 2021? Will it crash? Well, just stay tuned. My name is Eli Maggins, and I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the surrounding areas of South Carolina, specializing in luxury homes and new home construction. But more importantly, I am your realtor with heart. If you think that I can help you get to the next best part of your life, my contact information is down below. Feel free to call or text. If you find my videos helpful, please consider subscribing. Go down to the red button below, hit the red button, hit the bell. You'll be notified when my new videos are out every single week. If you're contemplating moving to Charlotte or the Charlotte area, I have a free guide that I'm going to give to you for free. It's online, but you've got to wait till the end of the video for that guide. Or are you worried about the housing market of 2021? Well, here in Charlotte, like the rest of the country, things are a little bit crazy. Although real estate is very local, this phenomenon is going on throughout the country, Canada, and throughout many places in the world. But will the housing market crash? Is it a good time to buy? Well, let's look at the factors. So one of the factors that's most important right now is the interest rates. The Fed came out actually yesterday saying that they're going to keep the interest rates low throughout 2021, 22, and through 2023. So interest rates are not going higher. Mortgage rates may fluctuate here and there, but mortgage rates are going to stay pretty low for the foreseeable future. Even though housing prices are going up, with the low interest rates, it still allows you to afford a more expensive home for a similar payment when the interest rates were a bit higher a couple of years ago. The Federal Reserve cannot print enough homes to take care of all the demand. Forget about printing money. They cannot print enough homes. It is a complete seller's market. Homes are going for over asking price. So what's going on? Too much demand, too little supply. Commercial real estate is out. Nobody wants to be in commercial real estate. But residential real estate looks like it's in. If you can afford the house payment, it is not a bad time to purchase a home. Let me say that again. If you can afford the house payment, it's not a bad time to purchase a home. Now, I did a video 6 months ago where I said it was a good time to purchase a home, and I got a lot of pushback on that. Had you purchased 6 months ago, you would have been looking very, very pretty. Would it have been better to purchase 6 months ago? Absolutely. Is now a bad time to purchase? I don't think so. Everyone needs to live in a home. It's a basic need, and everyone wants to live the American dream. If you plan to stay in your house for the long term, meaning you're looking to retire in this home, whether you're looking to purchase a home for a multi-generational so you can take care of your parents, if you're looking to raise your young kids and you're going to stay in your home for a long time, now is not a bad time to buy. If you want to buy a house and be in there only for a couple of years, you may make some money. But after all the fees and all that other stuff, you may just end up breaking even. So factor number one was interest rates. Factor number two is the pandemic. COVID-19 has changed the way that we live and the way that we work. We have found out by accident that a large percentage of jobs can be done at home without a commute, without being stuffed into a cubicle. It can be done more comfortably and can be done better at home. This is a huge change. Your home becomes your new workplace. Look at the improvement that your life has. Imagine you can now go to work in your pajamas. How awesome is that? Those of you that are living in New York and commuting into Manhattan, from Long Island, from Westchester, from New Jersey, from Pennsylvania, now no longer have to do that crazy commute. It's not a fun existence. And once you finally get to work through the subways and the trains and the traffic, then you're stuffed into an elevator with 50 or 60 other people. People are not going to want to do that anymore. COVID is not going away. Now let's talk about COVID for a second. There are going to be many variants that are going to pop up, and it may be a thing that's going to show up every single winter, that a strain of COVID will arrive. Not everybody is going to take a vaccine. There are a lot of people who don't want to take a vaccine. I don't understand that, but there are going to be people who don't take the vaccine. The value of having a home in the suburbs has gone up. It is just more desirable to now live in the suburbs and have space. This change, I believe, is fundamental. I don't think that we are ever going to go back to the way we were, where people were commuting into commercial buildings to go to work. Now, this doesn't hold true for every job, but there are a ton of jobs that it does hold true for. So your house becomes a very important asset, not only from a monetary standpoint, from a peace of mind standpoint. People want a safe place to raise their kids, a place where they can take care of their parents. They're sick of the high taxes, they're sick of the bad weather, and people are making moves. All this together is adding up to a big fundamental change in the housing market. The number 3 thing affecting the housing market are the home builders. Number of single-family housing starts are down. And the reason is, builders do not want to get stuck with too many houses being built where they're losing money. What's happening is, if you build a house and you sign a contract 6 or 8 months ago, prices are going through the roof for lumber, for boards, for labor, for land. And some of the house builders, the new home builders, are losing money on some of the homes because they locked in the price 8 months ago. And now they have to sell that house at the price that they agreed to 8 months ago, when their costs have gone up substantially. So the number of home builders that are pumping out homes has slowed down. Builders are hoping for a decrease in the raw materials. We're hoping that COVID kind of dissipates a little bit and more materials are able to come through, and that we won't get such large price increases. But as everyone knows, home builders, every time they sell 2 or 3 homes, they are raising the prices on their homes. They can't pass all the costs over to the consumer. So they are limiting the number of homes that they're building, and they're only releasing 4 or 5 lots per month in a lot of the neighborhoods, especially here in Charlotte. They are putting them out on lottery or on a waiting list. There are some waiting lists 100 and 150 people deep. So the real estate market 2021, does it look like we're going to crash? In my opinion, it does not look like we're going to crash. Recently, I have helped people from around the country move to Charlotte who are attorneys who can work online, who are scientists who can work online, who are bankers who are in New York City who can do their work online. The options are endless. So COVID and the pandemic has fundamentally changed our lives, work, and play. And I believe that it has fundamentally changed the housing market. Can home prices go down? Absolutely. Anything can happen. Do I see that happening? No, I don't. What I hope to see is a flattening of that rise in levels of prices. And as we get a handle on COVID a little bit better, remember that the economy is going to start opening up again to some extent. And those people who are hurting financially are going to go back into the workplace, and we will have a need for more homes again. Thinking of moving to Charlotte and getting a beautiful luxury home on the lake or anywhere else, or thinking of a new home construction, if you think that I can get you to the next best part of your life, please contact me. My information is down below. And for the free guide that I promised you early on that has everything about Charlotte, it's free, it's online. Go down and get that. There's a link in the description and in the comments below. Click on that and get that for free. Make sure you watch some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and until we see each other again next time.